Hello, welcome back to my channel. I realized that it's been a while since I introduced myself for any new people. My name is Shauna and I live in a 1930s rental home. It's not my home, I wish it was my home. Also sorry about the sun, it keeps changing. So this video, I want to do my entryway makeover. It's a really beautiful space and it's a very used area. It's kind of like a hallway. I have the lounge room, our bedroom, my partner's office, the front door, and then the hallway down to our kitchen. So I feel like right now it doesn't have a very good vibe. It's very dark and the paint color on the walls is like this really cool toned violet, but it is a really pretty space. It's got like cedar wood doors everywhere and nice floors and just a lot of cute little like moments for vignettes as well. So I'm very excited because I think it has a lot of potential. So we have begun the process of painting the room, as you can see. I was originally going to paint this room like a dark, moody green color. I was thinking of having like this cozy forest feeling when you walk through the door. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, this room is very dark and the other two living spaces are very like cool toned, neutral. So I just felt like it would be too much coldness and I really want more warmth in the house. So I chose a really warm color, this muted moody mustard. This is called Burnt Saffron by Graham & Brown, who are kindly the sponsor of today's video. The reason I went with Graham & Brown, I was saying recently that I want to start using more environmentally friendly products. And I also am pregnant at the moment. So Graham & Brown's paints are ultra low VOC, they're water-based and they're solvent-free. And honestly, using them so far has been like really enjoyable. They don't barely smell at all. My cats have been wandering in and out of here. Do you like the paint? Does the paint not smell bad? I don't have any headaches. The last time I was using regular paint in my room, I felt quite sick and my cats were like nowhere to be seen. It's just been like having a nice day at home with like some periodic painting here and there. The application has been super smooth and nice. It's really nice when you accidentally get on an area where you're not meant to get it. You can just wipe it off with a rag because it's water-based. And the finish has been really nice. We've only needed to do 2 coats and it's good, that's all it needs. I also really love that Graham & Brown are a carbon neutral company and 100% of their packaging is made from recycled or managed sources. So if you are interested in Graham & Brown's products, they have over 300 different paint colors. They also have over 700 different wallpapers, which are all water-based and sustainably produced. After using their paint, I honestly don't ever want to use regular paint again. I got this chair off Facebook Marketplace like 5 years ago. I paid $5 for it. For some reason, I'm like very good at remembering how much I pay for things. I feel like that is probably a sign that I'm stingy. And then I got this pillow cover for $1 also. I have 2 of them, so I don't think it's so sad that I had to cut it up. Yeah, I'm gonna put it over here. I think that this color combo is very nice. And this green with the walls, the wall color is gonna also be really lovely. Jesus. Hello. Did I just kill my phone? I hope you're not sick of seeing me do bodgy upholstery jobs. I only just had enough fabric, so I had to kind of keep that seam line there. This is the back though. I fully just thought that I broke my camera, but I just had it on the wrong setting. That was like scary. I was just thinking about all the money that I'm gonna have to spend on that. So this is a little hall stand that I got. It was $5. I was looking for something black because that wall color in the entryway is quite a statement. A lot of the inspo pics I've seen have paired it with just like black and white and quite simple, just kept things simple. So I wanted black. I really like this. It's weird. It's very weird. It's kind of like a vintage DIY, I think. Like I'm not really sure what it's meant to be. Like was it for the kitchen or was it a whole table or was it like a little desk? I don't know, but I like it. I need to clean it though. I want to put this pot on the table because I think that color will be really pretty in the room. I also think that the pot is very cute, but I don't really like terracotta inside. And also, this pot will look really nice with the color of the wall. And my grandpa also made this pot. Sorry, my great-grandpa. So the light in there, it's cute, but it's not really the type of light that I would choose for my house. It's a little bit more like Art Nouveau style. I tend to like more like Art Deco style, but it needs a lampshade. The lampshade that's currently on there is from my bathroom. So I pulled off this lampshade from my bedroom lamp, and I will try and find, like, I'm just putting it there for this video. I'll try and find a very similar shade off Facebook Marketplace. I know you can find these easily. I really didn't want to buy a new shade, which I was like this close to doing it just so I had something for this video. But I know that you can buy like so many secondhand lampshades. So yeah, I'm glad that all worked out.
Yes. Isn't it good? Isn't that happy?
So other artworks that I have for the room are this print, which I also thrifted for like $6. I really like it because it's a squiggly gum eucalyptus, and the state that I live in Australia is full of these trees. Well, in certain areas. Then I also have this frame that I picked up from an antique and collectibles warehouse for $25. I did get this for the gallery wall that I'm planning on doing in my TV room, but I like don't have enough stuff for that anytime soon, so I figured I may as well put it in my entry for now. And I just think it'd be nice to have something that's not like a rectangle or square. Then I also have this little guy that you've seen. I thought that color would be really pretty. And then I also have this little frame, which I might also put another family photo or just some sort of photo. I think like the matting with that matting is a really pretty combo. And then I have that one again, which you've seen before. I just think, yeah, the white and the black is again what I'm going for. And then I do have, I don't know if I'll end up using this, but I have this painting. My grandpa is clearing out his house, and he just like asked me if I wanted this one day. There's a woman as well, and I can't put the woman in the entryway because she's got like massive honkers, so I might put him in there. My grandpa has like Indigenous ancestry, but it was actually I think my grandma who found these, and she was always like the one that liked to collect different like things for the house, like Indigenous art and stuff like that. She just, I don't know, I think she was like really like proud that he had that ancestry, even though she was just totally white. So this is very special to me. So I was going to make a painting for the entryway, but I pulled my back when I was painting the entryway, so it's not generally a good idea to paint when you have a bad back. Like, you should stay up straight when you're painting anyway, like at an easel, but I find myself always like wanting to lean forward anyway, so I'm going to do something else. I had this book full of these Japanese prints. I thrifted it several years ago, and there's loads of them. I'm going to cut them up and make a collage. I know some people might think that's sad, but like I can always just re-get the prints if I wanted to. I think I'm just really drawn to like the colors and the patterns in the kimonos, and the colors will look really nice with the wall color. So I'm just gonna have a little play. So for that painting of the squiggly gum, I'm going to put it in this frame here, which I thrifted a while back. I don't really like the color of this rosy gold though, so I'm going to paint it. This is like a cool thing that I thought of myself if you don't like using spray paint. So I'm going to cover up the frame with this tape. This is like this environmentally friendly tape, which is made out of recycled paper, and it's got a starch like adhesive on the back, so you just wet it and it'll actually become like really strong. It's more like a glue rather than like a regular tape that can just like peel back on itself. And then I'm simply going to paint it with Indian ink. So I had this old pillowcase, which I really like the color in that room. So I thought I would use it as matting. I just had to cut some cardboard to kind of heighten up the backing board so that when I shot the staples through, they wouldn't go all the way through. And I just used like 6mm staples, which are the shortest ones you can get. And it's good. It's nice and tight. I got these little cute frames from the thrift store, and I'm gonna put my baby in there. This is the head, and that's the little thumb. Oh no, I broke the glass. Damn. Oh well, can't tell that much. And a little baby thumb. I just spent a really long time like trying to figure out what to put in this wall. I was trying to put too many pictures at once and too many colors, and in the end I decided it's nicer just keeping everything on the wall neutral, and then it allows that like green and that blue dish to really pop. I was also trying really hard for some reason to not align this over the whole stand. I wanted it to be like off. I don't know, but I think it needs to be like that, and that's nicer. I'm really happy with how that matting turned out. I was first like trying to stitch it onto the board like how you would stitch a drum. It just was like still really crinkly and messy, and at the moment I'm trying really hard to, I want to still be like resourceful and thrifty with my DIYs, but there's this fine line between doing that and like not using the proper materials or the proper method and just creating something shitty which you're probably going to end up throwing away, which is like not very resourceful at all. So in the end, I'm glad that I stapled it. I was also going to use that pink pot, pink plant that you saw. I don't really like that pink though, even though it probably would have been the perfect contrasting color for this wall color. Again, I also just wanted to keep it like with the blue and the yellow, with the blue and the green against the yellow. I still really want to get a rug. I honestly just can't afford a rug right now. As in, I can't afford something that I like. I don't want to just settle for something that I don't really like because it's what I can afford. I have seen these on Etsy, which are really cute, a little bit out of my budget. I also saw this one, which is quite affordable. And I want something in a light tone because I want to bounce more light up in here. I'm currently working on a natural dye video, which some of you have requested. It's going to be good. The next makeover video will be in my bedroom. I also want to do things in my lounge room, maybe my bathroom, but I also could like give birth in like prematurely in a couple of weeks, so who knows what will happen. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the outro montage.